Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing this really pretty blue sparkly look. I'm using my Sugar Pill Cosmetics eyeshadows and a loose eyeshadow pigment that they gave me with my purchase. So for the next couple of weeks, I will be posting some really dramatic and colorful looks inspired by homecoming. In my area, we have two really big homecomings coming up, and one being the A&T University homecoming. So my brother and his friends are going to be throwing a party. It's called the Forever Young. It's an alumni event, and I want all of you guys to come out if you can. It's at the Lotus Lounge in Greensboro, North Carolina. Purchase your tickets now because the ticket prices will probably be going up the closer we get to homecoming, which is November 2nd. So make sure you purchase your tickets now, and when you purchase them, let me know so I can get a count of how many of you guys I'll see there. So hope you enjoy the look, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye! As always, we're going to start this look off by priming the eye with some Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is really important if you're going to be going out at night. We want our eyeshadows to stay in place and not move and look all greasy in our crease. So place that down first. And the next thing I'm going to put on my eye, this is going to help make the lid color and the crease color as well be a little bit more vibrant. This is the NYX eyeshadow base. In white, I believe. It's pretty much the exact same thing as the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. It's just in a different packaging. But we're just going to place this all over the lid, a little bit in the crease, and also on the tear duct and underneath my bottom lashes. So the first color I will be using is Velocity. This is by Sugar Pill. These eyeshadows are beautiful, you guys. They are so vibrant and pigmented. It's ridiculous, and they're really inexpensive. They're like $12, and that's, I think, is a really great price for these eyeshadows. So I'm placing this in my crease and in my outer V with a 217 brush from MAC. And you'll see that with this color, I have to kind of pack it on because it does fade out a little bit with the base that I have. So I'm just going to keep packing it on and blending, packing it on and blending. So next, I'm going into this NYX palette. I don't know the name of this palette, but I will put it in the the product list on my website. But I'm going to use those two eyeshadows. I just mixed them together, and I'm using that as a highlight, and I'm placing that right underneath my brow bone. It's kind of shimmery, so you want to be careful about how much you use. And I'm patting it because I want to control where the color is going instead of swiping it. And of course, going back into that blue and just blending the two colors together. Next, I'm taking Mochi, which is a really pretty, vibrant teal matte eyeshadow, and I'm just going to place this on my lid and take it up a little bit into my crease in the front part of my eye. And I'm patting this on because I want the most color payoff that I can possibly get with this eyeshadow. And then to blend it out, that is when you'll see me start swiping the eyeshadow. So next, I'm going back into that first color, which is Velocity, and I'm just applying this a little bit more in my crease and taking it over into my lid so that we have a nice gradient effect going from the outer V to the lid. So next, I'm going into a black eyeshadow. I just used the one from my Sedona Lace palette. Any black eyeshadow will work with this. I'm going right on top of the blue eyeshadow that we have in the outer V in the crease, and I want to darken up my outer V a bit, so I'm placing it with the 217 and just blending it up and over with everything. Next, using the mineralized eyeshadow in Sea and Sky. This is from MAC. I'm not sure if they still have this eyeshadow anymore, but any dark, kind of shimmery blue eyeshadow will work with this. I'm using a kind of tapered pointy brush from Sedona Lace. You can't really see it, but the point on this brush is amazing for doing kind of like cut crease work. So I'm just defining my crease a little bit more with the Sea and Sky eyeshadow, the dark blue one. Next, I'm going back into my Sedona Lace eyeshadow palette, and I'm using this very first light blue eyeshadow. This eyeshadow is absolutely amazing. It's beautiful, you guys. It has a gorgeous iridescence to it. It's perfect for putting in your tear duct. So I'm going to put it on my tear duct and also blend it on my bottom lash line as a highlight. The brush I'm using is from Sedona Lace. It is a pencil detail brush. There's several names for this type of brush, but it's perfect for placing eyeshadows in your tear duct. Next, I'm just going back with all those eyeshadows that I used on my lid and my crease, and I'm just going to place these on my bottom lash line. I'm doing like a patting, swiping motion. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but I'm just placing it on my lash line and blending it all together. We want to have a gradient effect going on that bottom lash line. Next, I'm using my liquid sugar from Eye Candy Cosmetics and the pigment sample that I got with my order from Sugar Peel Cosmetics. I'm going to mix the two together to almost get like a paste. Almost like a powdery paste, if that makes sense. I'm going to place this on my lid. I'm using a blending brush, but I suggest you guys use an eyeshadow brush, something that's really dense, so that way you don't have as much fallout and you can control where the eyeshadow is being placed. But this one worked for me because all my other brushes were dirty. But I'm just placing this on my lid and kind of blending out the edges, and I'm also going to place this on my tear duct and my bottom lash line where I put the first iridescent color. And of course, we cannot forget the lashes for this look. I chose some Demi Wispy lashes. They are my favorite type of lash to wear anyway because of my eye shape. But pretty soon I'm going to be doing a blog post on how to choose the right lash for your makeup looks. So stay tuned for that. It'll be on christygold.com under the makeup section. So be sure to visit that link when it's up. But I'm just going to place these on and adjust them so I can get them as close to the lash line as possible. And of course put some mascara on to blend your natural lash with the false lash. And this is how I did my face. So it's pretty much my normal foundation routine with highlight and contouring. If you guys want to see a complete list of everything I used for this look, please check out the description box, which will have a link to my website with all other products that I used and some tips and tricks, of course, for how you can make this a little bit more you. So for my lips, I used two colors. I used this Milani lipstick, I think it's called Nude Cream, and a Wet n Wild lipstick called Think Pink. And this is the final look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and thumbs up this video if you like it, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye!